Hello, I'm James Caldwell. Welcome to the Classical Guitar Practice Room. Today we continue our study of Segovia's Diatonic major and minor scales. If you don't have a copy of his book, there's a link in the description below. This is the third video in the series, and today we're looking at the G major scale, which is a 3-octave major scale that begins on the 6th string. I played through it in the intro to this video. And with this major scale, although the notes are the same pitch, ascending and descending, Segovia takes one path up the neck and he descends a different way. So there's different shifts going up than there are coming down. The pattern he establishes for the G major scale is used in the book for F sharp major, G major, A flat major, A major, B flat major, and B major. That's a total of 6 scales. So if you learn this one pattern as you work your way through his book, you'll run into the same pattern 5 more times. Let's take a look at the music. G major has one sharp in the key signature, and it's on the F line, so all Fs are sharp. As we should know by now, the numbers and brackets underneath the notes tell us what strings to play the notes on. And the numbers listed above each note tell us which finger on the left hand to play the note with. So this begins with the second finger, finger 2 on G, on the 6th string. G is the 3rd fret. That places finger 1 over the 2nd fret. So we are effectively in 2nd position to begin the scale. So as we've done with the previous scales, we can put our position marks in above the notes. So right above the first note, put a Roman numeral 2 as we are in 2nd position. And with our hand in 2nd position and finger 2 on the 6th string, we can begin. On the 6th string, we have fingers 2 and 4. 5th string, fingers 1, 2, and 4. 4th string, fingers 1, 3, and 4. 3rd string, fingers 1 and 3. Now we have our first shift. We're going to shift up to the 5th position. So put a Roman numeral 5 above the 3rd note on the 3rd string that has a 1 above it. Now in 5th position on the 3rd string with finger 1 down, we can continue. Finger 1, 3, 2nd string, finger 1, 3, 4, 1st string, finger 1, 3. We're going to shift again on the 1st string to the 8th position. So the 3rd note on the 1st string has a 1 above it. We're going to put in a Roman numeral 8, and we're just going to play 2 notes here. Finger 1 on the 8th fret, finger 3, which is the 10th fret. We shift again on the 1st string up to the 12th fret for fingers 1, 3, and 4, and descending 3, 1. Now we're going to shift down the 1st string to the 7th position. And he's going to stay in 7th position for quite a while as we descend here. Okay, 7th position, 1st string, finger 4, 2, 1. 2nd string, 4, 2, 1. 3rd string, 3, 1. 4th string, 4, 3, 1. 5th string, 4, 3, 1. Now we have a shift on the 5th string. We're going to get back down to 2nd position. 2nd position, 5th string, finger 4. Okay, we got fingers 4, 2, 1 over to the 6th string, 4, 2. On the way up, he stayed low for most of the scale and really started climbing the 1st string. Descending, he gets to 7th position. Crosses 5 strings there before descending to 2nd position to finish it out. A moment ago, I said that this pattern is used for 5 other scales, starting with F sharp major, which is just down 1 fret. 1st position, 2nd finger, 2nd fret. Next, we had, just above G, we have A flat major. So we're in 3rd position, starting on the 4th fret with the 2nd finger. Going up another half step for A major, 4th position, starting on the 5th fret. Next, we have B flat major, 5th position, 6th fret to begin. The last one is B major. We're in the 6th position, beginning on the 7th fret. It's all the same pattern. However, when you get up to the higher keys here, A, B flat, B, once you get beyond the 12th fret, you just need to kind of relax the thumb. You can leave it down here, just touching the back, but to get that high B, the thumb is slowly working its way around, and I'm just barely touching the side of the fretboard here. So that's one thing to watch out for. Although it's the same pattern, it feels quite different once you have to get up the higher register here. Let's talk a little bit about right hand technique. Of course, anytime you learn a new scale, you really have to get it in the left hand. All the fingerings, all the different positions, and the shifts have to be automatic in the left hand first before we can really focus on the right hand. And then we want to get IM alternation down solid. Always begin with that. We've talked about this in the other videos, IM, IA, then reverse them, MI, MA. And I mentioned in the last one doing AM and MA. The only thing I want to add to that is the kind of a strategy I use is to begin with the I finger, and I'll call it the lead finger. And I'll run up and down the scale, IM, and then I'll go up and down the scale the second time, IA. So I was my lead finger. Okay, I'm going to begin the scale. I'll run up and down IM. As soon as I get to the bottom note, the G, I'm going to switch to IA without skipping a beat or without repeating any notes. So begin IM. IA. Next, I would begin with the M finger. That'll be my lead finger, and I'll go MI, MA. Begin with MI. And finally, A will be my lead finger, and I'll go AI, then AM. Beginning with AI. AM. So once you get the individual combinations down, you can just play them in sequence like that. Go I-M-I-A, M-I-M-A, A-I-A-M, and you can play the scale 6 times and be surprised how quick you get your scale practice done. Scale practice may seem kind of boring, and there's not really much I could do to make it interesting or exciting. But if we have a plan of action, learning each new scale, getting the fingerings in our left hand, all the shifts and different positions down, and having a strategy for applying right hand technique, we can make our time efficient and productive. And really, on any given day, I warm up with scales, but I don't spend more than just a few minutes running through them. So far in this series, we looked at the C major scale, which was a 2-octave major scale pattern. And we learned that once you get the fingerings down for that, the pattern is the same as is used for 3 other scales. So there's a total of 4 that use that pattern. Next, we looked at the A minor scale, A melodic minor, which was a 3-octave minor scale beginning on the 6th string. And once you get those fingerings down and that pattern down, Segovia uses it for a total of 5 scales. So that was 9. And today we learned this G major scale, 3-octave major scale. and the pattern established here is used for a total of 6 scales. So the good news is the first 3 scales we've looked at here cover a total of 15 scales that appear in the book. We've gotten through a bulk of them just on the first 3. So practice your scales daily, and join me again next time in the Classical Guitar Practice Room as we continue this series. I've been James Caldwell. Thanks for watching.